Hello, my name is Leroy Blevins. Welcome to Mysteries and Histories. In this episode here, what we're going to do, we're going to talk about Charles Brehm's story into the JFK assassination. Now, as you watch my other videos, I talk about people that claim they've seen a gunman behind a picket fence and everything else, but it's just not them. Okay, it's other eyewitnesses as well, just like right here, Charles Brehm. And his story he tells does not line up to what we actually see in the films or images or anything else as well. Okay, now he claims that it was only 3 shots he heard that day, and here the shots come from Texas School Book Depository or the Dial Text building. He did not pinpoint exactly where the shots came from, but there was no gunman behind the picket fence, basically to him, and it was only 3 shots fired. Now, like I said, I don't only point out other eyewitnesses, it's all eyewitnesses I point out. Now, I want to show you something. Now, when we watch the Zapruder film, as you see right here, we see Mr. Brehm with his 5-year-old son right here. Okay, they're right in front of the babushka lady, as we see here in the Zapruder film. And you also see right over here Gene Hill and Mary Mormon. Excuse me. Now, here is an image of him. Now, I got some of these images from the Lee Harvey Oswald trial, the mock trial that they had out. And the reason why I'm using these images, I want to show you from his story of what he's claimed happened that day. And I want to point out the facts again, as I do in my research. Now watch. He claimed he was right here. This is where he claimed he was at right here. Which, let me go ahead and pull up this map right along with it. So you can see. I'll pull this up completely. So you can see. He claimed he was right here. So we're going to shrink this. He claims he was right here. But as you see, as I point out in this Zapruder film, he's actually over here. But he claimed he was over here. As you see right here. He claimed he was right here. Now, we'll just do it this way. Pull this back up. Now, he claimed that the first shot happened right here. As you see right here. This is where the first shot happened. This is in his story now. The second shot, which is the fatal headshot to JFK, he claimed happened over here. Way past the X. Way past the X now. He claimed it happened right there. Excuse me. He claimed it happened right there. Then he claimed the car was swerving like this, going down the road. Then he claimed the third shot happened right around this location too, when the car was swerving. That's when he heard the third shot. Okay. Excuse me. Now, he was asked, where did you hear the shots come from? First, he points at the Texas School Book Depository. And then he also points over here at the Dial Text building where he heard that, it could be from this one building or this building here. Had to be one of the 2 buildings here. As you see right here. I put it next, right here and here. Texas School Book Depository, Dial Text building. He claimed it was these 2 spots here. So, he claims he was right here. Him and his son was right here. But we see in the films and images, he was right here. He claimed the first shot happened here, when JFK grabbed his throat. He claimed the second shot happened way over here, way past the X, way past the shelter and everything else, right here. And then he says the car swerved like that, and then when the car got down here, that's when he heard the third shot. Okay? Anybody in their right mind would say, well, why would there be a third shot? Why would it be a missed shot? Because, see, I would not sit there and say, well, there's a shot here and then a shot here and then wait till the limo gets way down there and another shot happens, because a bullet strikes way over here. Okay, he said shots came from either here or here. Not from the picket fence area now, mind you, from either this building or this building here. But you see how he's got his stories told. First shot happened here. Second shot happened here when he's already passed the steps and the picket fence area there. And, Mr. Zapruder and stuff like that. And the X is over here where JFK was shot. The X is right, actually, X is right here. Okay, he's already waded past here where he got a fatal headshot, and then the car swerved and stuff as it was speeding up, and then the other shot rang out when they reached about here. Okay, this is a story that he tells. Now, we can see in the films and images, he's not in this location. He's over here by the babushka lady. But he's claiming that all this happened in 7 seconds. From this point here, it all happened in 7 seconds. Okay, so again, his story doesn't fit what happened that day. He was exactly right there with his son. This is what I'm saying. It's just not only the people that they claim about the gunman behind a picket fence, but it's also about the people that claim there was only 3 shots fired that day. And the shots came from the Texas School Book Depository or even the Dow Text Building. That's why everybody's looking at the Dow Text Building, because of his statement that he's made, and his location that he's made, as we can see, was false information. All the things that he said is false information. So how can we take his, as being an eyewitness and being right there, how can we take him seriously when what he tells us, as I pointed out, as he was even pointing out in his testimony to the courts, okay, which is supposed to be sworn statement that you are supposed to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, as a lot of them always claim they did, okay. I don't know what happened here. That thing won't shut down. Okay, we'll just pull this up anyway. Well, I'll pull up this one. I don't want that frame. But we go ahead and we pull this up, and as I showed you, and I point out, he said he was right here. That's in his testimony that he did in that mock trial. He was right here. First shot happened right over here. Second shot happened right here. Car was swerving, and then the third shot happened down here. Dow Text Building, where the shots he heard, thinks the shots came from there, or from the Dow Text Building, Text School Book Depository, or Dow Text Building. The shots where he claimed. As you see, these are images from the court mock trial. The only reason why I'm showing this, because so people understand that even his story was false. Even though this is a mock trial, but still, even in a court of law, his story was false as well. And he only claimed there was 3 shots fired that day. And he's basically pinpointing almost to their story that Oswald was a lone assassin. There was only one assassin there, and the shots came from 1 or 2 of them buildings there. Basically, then later on, it's from the Texas School Book Depository, Lee Harvey Oswald, and that's what he's going to believe. So you see what I'm saying? Even in his story, does not match or does not fit anything that he's claimed, as we watch, as you see in reality now. We can hear the stories, we can read about stories, but when you put it on paper and you look on it as maps and he points this and pinpoints that, you can see for yourself that there is no way that he was standing here, because we see him in the films and images standing over here. JFK was shot here and then shot way past that X, and then his car swerving, which we don't see in no films, no images, no one else has even talked about that. Only just him about the car swerving and everything else. And then the other third shot didn't ring out until they was way down here. And from this point here to this point here, total 7 seconds in between all 3 of them shots. When by photographic evidence, we know there was actually 5 gunmen there and 13 shots fired, even over here by the one over a street sign right by the steps right there, and then to the manhole cover right here, the grass, and then over here where James Tague was standing. Okay, and then the shots of JFK and Governor Connally. Okay, these are the things I'll point out. This is the reason why I don't believe in his story. This is why I don't use his story as well. So see, at this point, we have 4 people that I made videos on so far, other eyewitness accounts, that doesn't fit the story they tell. That's the reason why I don't believe their story. After this video, I'll make a summary and point out some other facts that people don't look at. Thank you, and don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Tell your friends about us. To post this video on social media accounts and everything else. The other people knows this information. Share it with your family and friends. Thank you, and you have a pleasant day.